Welcome to the Q&A session. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all here, and I have the honor to introduce two gentlemen and bring them onto the stage right now tonight. And we're going to start with our Chief Visionary Officer, who is Ron Williams. Ron, are you there?
First, I want to be the first to welcome Nick back. Thank you, Nick, for your great travels. Heard nothing but good. Welcome back, brother. Good to have you here. I know we all missed you. I know everybody missed you. But anyhow, folks, yesterday I talked about an important subject matter as we're going through the tunnel together, as we're running through the fire together, as we're exploring together, succeeding together, challenge together, all these things we do together, okay? This is not about you. It's not about one singular person. It's about the greater good. And we need to play for each other. So yesterday I talked about an important matter called the power of intention. I'm going to repeat it today because I thought it was relevant. And that is this. What is your intentional muscle? I've used that terminology in some of the trainings I do with this Shapley U that I do. And the intentional muscle is something that usually scares the crap out of most of us, okay? And what it is this. People say, man, I want to hang out with successful people and see how they're successful. And you can go hang out with them. And you can be with them for a while going, I could do this, right? That's how you always feel. And all of a sudden, boom, they click something on. Boom, boom, boom. It's like 90 seconds of crazy. And all of a sudden they're back and they're like, so, anyways, how are you? It's just the most bizarre thing when you see it. And what happened, one time I witnessed a car accident. I was in my young 20s, and I'll never forget. I heard it went, boom. And I looked over and I went, whoa. And I looked around to see who was going to handle it, of course, my young, immature self. And nobody was there. So I ran over. I heard a little baby crying in one of the cars. I could have swore it was in one of the cars. I ran over, opened the back door, dialing a number here, yelling out instructions here, unbuckling a seatbelt here, grabbing a baby there, talking blah, 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 blah. In a matter of 17 seconds, everything got handled. But when it was done, you would think that I was the one in the car accident. I was like, what happened was I scared the crap out of myself. I did. I was like, man, I don't like going there. But here's the thing. That power that's in you is in everyone. It's in all of us. And leaders and successful people access that part of themselves at will. They don't wait for an emergency. Their life is an emergency. Their dreams are an emergency. The moment in hand is an emergency, which is what we're now faced with. We are faced with success, challenge, teamwork, camaraderie, exploration, mavericking, trailblazing. We're doing it all at once, guys, but we're doing it together. So today I challenge you all to bring your very best and flex your intentional muscle. Don't wait for an emergency. Click it on now. With that, speaking of intentional muscle, woo! Let's bring on my partner, Mr. Nick Sarnicola. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. Sarnicola, my brother, man. Good to have you back.
Hey. Well, I'm almost back. I get back tomorrow. I got an early flight. I'm sorry for the lighting here in the hotel. It's not the best, but we got what we got. What's up, panelists? How are you guys doing today? Hello to everybody who's plugged in. Let's talk about today's phone call, which is going to be our upgrade process. First and foremost, if you've made it to this call, you've said yes to an invitation. You've watched the video. Maybe you've watched multiple videos. Maybe you've seen a snapshot. But either way, I think it's probably relevant that just in case we play a quick 2-minute video, make sure everybody has seen this. So if you're brand new, you're not completely caught off guard with, hey, I don't know what the heck we're talking about. Somebody threw me this link. So if we can, let's do a little quick check-in with a What is Shapley little 2-minute video here. Stace, take it away.
Welcome to Shapley, a new groundbreaking worldwide open market. It isn't just a tech release. It's the start of a new era in business. Welcome to decentralized commerce. This marketplace platform lets you control the terms of selling, to empower the sellers to build your own team of influencers and affiliates. If Shapley doesn't have it, find it, claim it, and earn on every future transaction. Shapley is powered by a vibrant community of social influencers. Decentralized commerce simplifies choosing between retail stores, online platforms, affiliate programs, and direct sales. Removing the middleman, it unifies each area into one universal conversation and compensation globally, Join Shoply now and be a part of our inner circle for an exclusive sneak peek at our dynamic technology. For a limited time, lock in your free position in this exciting new company and invite 5 friends to join us. Once you're in, you'll get 5 invitations to share with your most influential friends. It's time to create income in your spare time and start living your dream. Welcome to Shoply, the future of decentralized commerce.
Panel, why'd you choose Shoply? Why did you pick this company? Take it away.
All right, I will start. First of all, they are glad that they have you back. We miss you, right? We miss you so freaking much. Yeah, it's a talent. I cannot say it otherwise. Like, you born for this, right? So yeah, we have the honors to have our president in a European tour, and of course, in Europe we are more than 30 something cities, 28 or 30. I mean, no, countries. So how many cities you can imagine? And with what I'm saying, I mean that we are preparing the ground very fast for the next, tour. We have whole Italy, whole Spain. We have countries and cities that we never visit. So this will keep up growing and growing, and we will continue. And we are so amazingly happy for that. The message I want to pass today is why Shoply? What a question. Why Shoply? Because 4 industries in one. I talked today to 3 guys that it's not bad to confess that they don't want to build, right? It's in their rights, I don't want to build, Nick. I'm bored of it. I'm years in the industry. I don't want anymore. But I love, the ventures part, or I love the influencers part, that we can offer to many, this that I can see the money there. They was telling me today, so it's amazing how you find your place in our marketplace, and it's something for all. It offers real opportunities for everybody. And what I will stop my big monologue here. Like what else? It's excites me way more. It's that as long as we are starting, I'm realizing how many years that we will starting. This, if I can say, like, I mean, we have to bring the ventures, we have to build the community, we have to help so many countries to expand it globally, to bring new superstars inside, to teach their teams to grow, to get rich, to have a dream life. This is a freaking wow, guys. Like, yeah, my cat is agreeing. Sorry if you hear it. So I'm more than grateful to be part of it. This is not just something that you want to hear. I feel it from here to down there, how you say, from the heads to the toes. So what can I say? Thank you thank you so really much, my sponsors, that they bring you in Greece and we meet each other, and I can help also other people, and I'm part of it. I feel so totally grateful. Thank you.
Well put, brother.
My husband and I are traditional business owners. Hi, my name is Stacy. I'm from California, and we saw this not just as something for ourselves, right? When we saw it, we saw the vision of it. We were so excited. We realized that this was something that where the future's going. It's platforms, it's culture, it's a collision of different industries. But we recognized that it wasn't just for us to make a lot of money or someone to make a lot of money. What it's providing is an entry point and the ability for the newest person to have their own fate in their own hands, to make a couple $100 extra a month or make $200,000 a month. There's no ceiling on the ability that you can to earn in this, but you have an entry level point for the newest person that knows nothing, that just wants to get started. And having that scale and that ability in this company, in a platform that is brand new, it's going to be a new category disruptor. Those things don't happen very often, that you have all of those verticals colliding at the same time. So you need to take a serious look at this and really, really understand what it is before you say no, and you make that decision to walk away from it, because I think you'll regret it if you do.
Keep going. This is great.
All right. So from my side, what fascinates me the most and what really puts a smile on my face, I had the first time today a call with an influencer agency. 2,000 top influencers in their portfolio, also celebrities. And a year ago or 1.5 years ago, I couldn't even talk to that guy. But with Shoply, he just opened the door and he immediately was interested in the model and how they could leverage and what else they could do. And it was just like so easy to have this conversation, even though we're not live yet, even though there's no website, no nothing yet. But explaining the concept with simple words, how I understand it, already got him lit up. So for me, Shoply really means that it opens up completely new doors to people and communities and businesses that we could have never approached with a regular MLM company or a regular network company. But with this being so, having those 4 ways of really being to build business, we can literally open up complete new possibilities of growth. For experienced people, for non-experienced people, for big influencers, small influencers, nada influencers, like Nick says. And that really excites me. And it puts a smile on my face because this is the first time in a couple of years that things are easy again. I don't know if you can relate to that, but it's really easy to have a conversation with someone about this. And this is what I love. So back to you, Nick.
Great point, Michael. Great point, if I may say so. Thank you.
GJ, take it.
Well, thank you, panelists. Thanks for all those words of wisdom, and thank you, Nick. Good to see you again. I got started because of 2 things. One is I saw an opportunity for an industry to be disrupted, a stale industry, an industry that has become I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly in the time I've been an entrepreneur. And I tell people the bad things are probably true. The good things are true as well. And I've seen both of it personally. So I wanted to be a part of something that could disrupt an industry in a positive. So I saw that with Shoply right out of the gate. I'd actually been having conversations with some other close confidants and saying, hey, I wish we could have something like this and this. And then a gentleman by the name of Nick Sarnicola reached out to me and he told me, here's what I'm doing. I said, bro, you're going to be successful. He said, I want to do it with you. I said, well, that's great. And I said, oh, by the way, we also have a company that we need to bring over. We need to pivot because we have a product. So I saw quickly I could build a team. I could be a vendor. I could get affiliates. I could get customers and do that in a way that people understand a shopping platform. So I don't have to educate people what we do. All I have to do is educate how to impact and empower the ecosystem that we have. And as Michael said, we have an ecosystem that is good for the very brand new person. I see tons and tons. I don't know what the numbers will be, but I believe it'll be millions of people that want to be entrepreneurs for the very first time that can come to the platform and truly learn how to be successful as an entrepreneur. A lot of companies teach people how to be successful in their ecosystem, but not in life, not in business. And this platform will do that because we're bringing the best of the best, starting with some of the people that are on this panel. They have great trainings. I mean, Nick Sarnicola is right there. Ron Williams right there. Nico, Michael, Stacy, they know how to train and they've lived it. They've seen the good, they've seen the bad, and they know how to help you. And most importantly, the people that you're going to bring to this platform, how to be successful. That's why I got excited. That's why I chose Action. And the last thing I'll say, I wanted to build a global business, and we're already in over 100 countries and growing, and that excites me. And this is a platform to connect people to people to people on a global scale, and people drive the engine and people drive the dream. I got big dreams, and I know these panelists have some big dreams. Back to you, Nick.
No doubt, no doubt. So guys, that's what is Shoply. It's a little bit about how it works. That's what some of our top producers see and why they chose it. So, what can we do here, or what should we do here to talk about upgrading? Let's talk about the different ways to upgrade. All of you guys have received an invitation. It is in your best interest to get into your invite back office, click upgrade, and it will take you to a website where you can pick from one of the packages. Affiliate is currently not available. We're not looking for free affiliates yet. We're only looking for influencer and influencer pros. Affiliates will come shortly in the next several days. But our influencer pros, bottom line is this. It's a $500 or $800 US purchase. You get 1, 2, 3, 3.5 of the same things. You get direct bonuses when you sell a product. You get a license bonus when you sell a license. You get marketplace commissions when you have a team that sells a product. And then influencers get limited community bonus access. Influencer pros get maximum community bonus access. Vendor development for influencer pros and marketplace pool participation for influencer pros. So we're having a $300 conversation right now. And I want to talk about vendor development as one of the main pieces of that conversation. When you become an influencer pro, you're going to go through a course on how to do vendor development. It's a certification. And then all of you guys will have the ability to bring on vendors. Let's have two of you speak to this really quickly. What is the value of bringing on vendors? What is the financial opportunity of bringing on vendors? Why should I go Influencer Pro to be able to bring on vendors? Let's take two of you.
Well, I'll start it off, Nick. I think it's very easy. One is we all know people that want to sell more products, whether it's personally or people that we've come in contact with. So one is we all know somebody that wants to sell a product. So if you know those people, or I have known people say, well, I don't know anybody, but they know people who do know people. So what's the importance of going down this path of an influencer pro is one is we're going to teach you how to be successful going down that model. So that's part of it. So the education, that's part of what Shoply is education. And as Ron said, building that muscle. So that's number one. Number two is what's the economic component is how would you like to bring on a product? So let's say this product, you bring it on, you get a vendor to come on, you get an override on every single sale anywhere in the world that product is sold and distributed. And that can amount to a lot of money. And so that is a great benefit right there. And through that, you're going to find other people that are going to know people that have vendors as well. And you're going to benefit from that as well. So it's a win-win no matter what you do. And it's a great opportunity for each of us.
Who's next? Take it.
All right. So second of all, I mean, everything around the vendors, in my opinion, is a super, super huge chance for everyone to make a passive income. So I have a vendor check match bonus, which is like 3% of the CV that the vendor sells products on the platform. And if you're building a team and your team members bring vendors, you are eligible for a vendor check match bonus. So those are also two very, very great income sources that should not be left behind. And that's why I upgraded as an Influencer Pro the moment it was ready to go.
Okay, let's talk about the pools. So guys, the pools are only available to Influencer Pros. The global marketplace pools happen when you become a diamond influencer of the company. Not easy to do. It's going to be work. And if and when you pull that off, you're going to get a piece of every transaction in the company. So, Stacy, Nico, talk to us about the pool.
All right.
Well,
Sorry, please, Stacy, you first.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm gonna go fast. What I think
No.
we have to impress upon you guys and that you understand is that the company has found ways to reward every behavior. Right. So they reward the newest person bringing in somebody. They reward someone when they sell something on the platform. They reward people that bring the vendors to the platform. This pool is going to reward the upper level people that hit the higher ranks. And what the company could have done is said, you know, we're going to take the transactions fees and keep them for ourselves, and we're going to use that as profit for the company. But instead of doing that, they're taking portions of that and allocating it to the field, to the leaders that are help building this team, helping build the community, helping build the organization, and giving them a once a year, and I call it a Christmas bonus, right? A Christmas bonus for leading the field, for being a part of the community. And there's not a lot of companies that think that way and go, you know what, we're going to reward the field in ways that we don't have to. There's already so many other ways that the compensation or the incentive plan pays us. And this is just one more way that is just like icing on the cake. So Nick, over to you, or Nico, over to you.
Nico for the sake of the group, right? So we are all Nicks. We have been with Nick Nicola in Thessaloniki in a group with 4 Nicks, you know. So it was just a fun, you know. All the heads was turning. So guys, let's make the long story short. I'm a big fan. I will keep it short as well. Don't do this when I talk. My cats. I'm a big fan, you know, of pools because and I love it especially here because they erase the competition. You know, there is no more. You know, for those that they are understanding it, you know, they're going for it. Yeah, and first of all, there is no Rod's team. There is no Nick's team. There is no Nico's team. There is no competition in a company. Why? Because when you are serious and going there, everybody works for everyone at the same time as you are taking shares and parts of their teams as well. And this can be an amazing and very serious income that you cannot afford to miss. The people, sorry, that they are in competition, like in their minds, and you know that this happened especially in the beginning. No, my team, no, your team, and this is the people. I was always saying it. It's not the first company, but here I find it even better and even more developed. You know, it's the people that they don't believe in themselves that they can reach the stars. You know, and now the stars are reachable, are very reachable, guys. Thank you.
That was a quick stop. It was a quick stop on me. Okay, so let's recap this. 500 influencer, 800 influencer pro. Influencer pro, you get to do vendor development. You get to bring in a vendor, make a license bonus on the vendor, make a piece of every transaction that they have. You also get to have access to the global marketplace pool. But look at the courses here. Courses, $4,000 in courses as an influencer, $10,000 in courses as an influencer pro. These are top educators, top course creators, people that are the best at what they do in building a brand, social media influencing, live commerce, entrepreneurship, speaking, presenting, sales, leadership, and you're going to have access to their content for free by becoming an influencer or influencer pro. I know this lineup of people right here has spent a significant amount of money on education over the years. And I got 2 questions. How much money have you spent on your own personal development, personal growth? And has that created a powerful return on investment for you? Let's take 2 of you guys. Ron, looks like you're back. I'll have you go second. Somebody else go first.
Well, Nick, as you know, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on personal growth. And the one thing I know, the number one investment that you should always make is in yourself. And the more that you do so, the more you can grow. And just when you think you've got it figured out, you're going to find out another layer that you need to grow in. And as you grow in life and as you grow as a leader, there's always something to learn. There's always something to know. And sometimes I've learned one little thing. I remember starting with mentorship with John Maxwell. And the very first hour, after spending a lot of money up front, the very first hour, I learned 2 things that changed my business, and I use every single day this forward, and that has yielded a lot of money and a lot of results and a lot of impact.
Well said, buddy. Ron Williams.
Yes, sir. Well, first of all, yeah, your income will never pass your personal or professional development. There's that development is critical all along the way. Even right now, when we're transitioning into a new era of business, wow, do we ever need it? And the fact that we're getting it free here or part of our package, or however it's language, is a very important facet or value to what we're getting when we come in as an influencer or an influencer pro, even an affiliate. I'll never forget when I went to my first personal development training, somebody said to me, "Hey, Ron, you need to go to this training." I remember thinking, what, me? And that was sign number one that I needed to go, right? So I went there, and I'll never forget, I flew to Orange County, got in the training, got kicked out night one, flew home, had a drink on the plane. I remember somebody going, "So where have you been?" I said, "I've been at a personal development training." And I said, "Well, why aren't you there now?" I got kicked out. Well, that brought a little bit of a chuckle on the first class seating there for a little bit. And since then, I've spent a fortune getting that kind of mentorship. And I went back the next month, by the way, and finished, because I realized how much work I still need to do. So we're always work in progress, guys, always being trained, always growing. And so that's what I love about what we're doing here.
Well, guys, I'm going to go to one last little part here of why you should upgrade, which is because you, my friends, are the early adopters of our conversation. In fact, before the early adopters, you're the innovators of our conversation and in our community. And every single one of you guys has reserved a ticket to the biggest game ever, but you have to pay for that seat. What does that mean? Reserved a ticket means when you got your invitation, it timestamped you. That timestamp says, "Hey, I got a seat very close to the field or close to the game or close to the stage." But in order for you to keep that seat, you have to upgrade. If you become an influencer, it will give you a limited amount of upside. If you become an influencer pro, it'll give you a maximum amount of upside. Here's exactly how it works. When you become an influencer or influencer pro, you have a seat inside of our community bonus. That seat is also called a node. A node is a seat is a node. What is a seat or a node? It's an influencer or an influencer pro. An affiliate does not have a node. A vendor does not have a node. Only influencers have a node. Those nodes have a value. That value is the subscription that they're paying, plus the subscription of their affiliates and their vendors. So if you're an affiliate, an influencer pro, your value is $40. If you have 10 affiliates, that's another $100. That's $140. If you got one global vendor, that's another $100. That's $240. I'm going to use a value per node of $150. And let's say you have a community of 39 people. Now, you might say, "Well, I don't have the ability to build a community of 39 people." Well, that's the beauty of the community bonus. Your community is not just limited to you. It's between you and all of the people that you're working with 100% waterfall into your community after their first 3. So think of the people that you're working with. After their first 3, it's just pouring into your community and to their other members of their communities. So when 39 people in your community, $150 per node, you got $200 per cycle. It's not even per month, it's per cycle. $200 every 2 weeks. $800 in this example will be made up in 2 months. Done. What if this example had 70 people? Ooh, 39.70. I like that. What if it had 70 people? $365 per cycle. Well, what, Nick, what if I don't have any success? $367. What if I'm failing? $367. What if I have no people personally? $367. Now, you can't take more than 500 unless you advance your status in the marketplace. Advancing your status is based on building a team. It's based on sales. It's based on revenue, results, success. But even if you're failing, you can make up to 500 in the community bonus. Well, how do I get up to that? Let's go do this again. 24 people in your community. It's $126. Well, I can't get 24. I know. You had 0. The 24 came from the waterfall of the people that you're working with. That 126 is twice a month. That's $250. 3 months, you paid for your 800. This is only one of the 8 ways that we pay. But let's go the other way. What does this look like when it's going crazy? There's 12,000 every 2 weeks. There's 125,000 every 2 weeks. There's 367,000 every 2 weeks. There's 3.6 million every 2 weeks. I mean, it gets crazy. It gets absolutely crazy. And as long as you understand, as a company, we will put hundreds of thousands of people into this company over the next few years, if not millions. The people that are here now, taking action now, upgrading now, taking their seat at the front now, are rewarded. Well, why? Because you believe. You're moving off vision, you're moving off faith, so you're rewarded. You have a harder job. Your job today is harder than anybody else's a year from now. All of us right now as pioneers, we have a harder job. What's sad is people are going to say no. They're going to say, I don't get it. I'm not going to get involved. I'll just sit here and watch. They're going to give up their seat in the front, where that seat, even with no success, could have been worth $315 every 2 weeks, capped at $500 per month, an extra $6,000 a year because they had vision. Don't miss this. Take action, upgrade now, share with as many people as you can, get your invites out to everyone you know. Closing thoughts once around. Take it away, gallery.
Number one, Nick, thank you for sharing that. The number one thing that I've seen, and I've talked to hundreds of people in the last 2 weeks about upgrading and the upcoming upgrade. So now it's here. The number one thing I can press upon you, and I think most people are missing it, is that if you're at the head of the line for the best ride of your life, and then all of a sudden you decide, I'm not going to do this, and I get out of the line, you can still come back and get in line later. But right now that you're positioned, everybody that's watching this right now, you're positioned for success of some type, and some are positioned for great success because they're going to choose massive action. And then what Nick said, if you do nothing but just get involved and do a little bit, you can make your money back. That's one of the things I've always pressed upon is how fast can you make your money back? And in this plan, it's as fast as any plan I've ever seen. And there's, as Stacy said earlier, there's so many ways to be successful with this ecosystem that it's a no-brainer to do that. I understand sometimes it's a little expensive, but what I know is it's worth it. And I am so passionate about this. Don't miss being front of the line.
Yeah, I can't impress upon you guys what you have potentially before you. And I think if you have any doubt, if you have any trepidation or feelings like you don't want to do this, I think you have to ask yourself a question is, why do I feel that way, right? Why am I nervous about spending $800? And it's because at some point you stopped believing in yourself. And at some point you've thought, I'm not good enough. I am not worthy of this opportunity. And I think that you have to reframe that and reset that belief in yourself, because this business is not about exterior. It's about you and your ability to go out there and make your money back. You have it in you. You have all the tools, all the skill set, the courses that you're going to be trained on, the people that are going to help you, the executives that are leading this company. All of those things are going to be there for you. All you have to do is put a plan into action. So you making your money back, absolutely not a problem if you're going to put the work in. But at some point, if you don't believe in yourself, you lack the ability to do it. And that's what you have to ask yourself is, why do I feel that way? Because you do deserve it. You wouldn't be on this call. The person wouldn't have invited you here if you didn't. So take the opportunity. Don't let yourself be afraid. Don't let yourself talk yourself out of what's potentially could be life-changing for your family, and go for it. The worst thing that will happen, the worst thing is that you're going to spend $800 and not make your money back. That's actually a very, very low risk for what you have to potentially gain. So I hope that you guys do, but I hope you become part of the family. Ron, it looks like you've got your hand up and you want to talk.
I'll go next just because I got to get on a Zoom in 9 minutes, but listen up, guys. calling somebody up and saying, hey, how can I help you fulfill your yes? You're going to be an affiliate, an influencer, an influencer pro. Let's get it done. It's that simple. See, a lot of times people think because somebody said yes. Oh boy, hang on. There's my Zoom. Because somebody said yes, that they're going to self-generate their own membership. Well, they're not. Oh my gosh. I will call you right back. They're not. So what happens is that, goodness, I'm so sorry, guys. So what happens is you are the source of the energy and activity of your entire business. If you look at it that way, it'll change the dynamics. You can't wait for somebody to self-generate their own upgrade. You get on the phone, how can I help you fulfill your yes? What will it be? Affiliate, influencer, influencer pro. It's that simple, guys. So get on the phones. I know you guys are, but I'm just making sure that this trickles down to your people. You talk to the people you follow because you are the source of your business, source of the energy. Thank you.
Let me take it from here, please, because there is thunders outside that I think I will cut off. It's heavy raining. Guys, I totally agree with Ron and with all panelists, of course, but I totally agree, like we are going to make it, right? As Stacy said very clearly, and as Michael said also, like we never seen something so easy to be done, you know, like because it's easy if you believe in sales. And what is sales? That everybody afraid so much and make dragons in their heads and wow, and you don't have you need special skills, nothing of that. Just to communicate, to be able to take a fixed message and pass it to others. And especially when it's good and you are helping people, you do it gladly. And especially when you start getting paid out of it, it will come along, natural. It will come out of you. And something else I want to say, like, be sure that the vendors that we all say, if you don't want team building, okay, go to vendors. The vendors will surprise you. They will be builders. You will see that the vendors in the processing, they will start when they realize what is here, because they are people of the market outside and they are selling all their lives. They will want to participate and also in the influencer team building thing, you know. Be sure about it. It will come along. You will see that the vendors will start bringing vendors. Like this will come. So what I want to say here, closing, embrace this opportunity. This kind of opportunities doesn't pass. I know that sounds cliche, but it's not. This kind of opportunities doesn't pass, at least in my life and in my country. And I think I have traveled a lot all over the world so many times, right? So this kind of opportunities, guys, doesn't pass. But what you need to grab the opportunity from the air and make it a real opportunity. I'm closing with two last sentences. I was speaking today with a big doer. We bring him in the team, right? Nick met him here. It's coming from Michael, and we are all a team. I had today a personal coffee 2 hours with him. And suddenly when he started realizing, even if I don't want to name the brand, you know, he starts saying, can I bring Illy, the coffee, the famous Italian coffee? Can I bring Illy here? I say, bro, what are you talking about? You know, Italian silly? He said, yes. I said, you will be millionaire. You don't need to do network. Don't do nothing. Just bring him, you know, bring them. And then he starts making phone calls to others and to others and to others. What I want to say, and sorry about my excitement, but it's come natural, you know, like there is no limitation when you make it to don't be limitation, to don't have limitations. So the real question, the $1 million question here is like, can you afford to miss all that? Is your father have like 26? Is your father Terry Lacour? Even if it was, he wouldn't let you miss that, but because he's smart. But I'm saying, like, is your father have like 20 millions in the bank? If everything in your life is good, don't do nothing. Stay as you are. But if not, come here, grab it from the air, and change your life. Thank you so really much. Let's go, superstars.
I feel like that's a great place to end right there. Thank you so much for all our panelists today. Everybody, go to your phone, hit upgrade now if you haven't yet. Let's rock. See you guys on the other side. Many important updates coming in the next 24 hours. Let's talk soon. Thanks, everybody.